Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and a sports therapist, and today is our lower body prehab session. Welcome. Prehab is all about corrective exercise and literally strengthening your ankles, your knees, your hips, any kind of problems you have. We literally try our best to help an array of issues and kind of pretty much bulletproof your lower body to stop those issues arising in the first place and reduce those injury rates. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Hope you're all okay. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section. It's good to see everybody and see how we're all doing. Morning, Anne. Welcome. How are we doing? How are you all feeling after yesterday's session? That's always interesting to know. And how you found yesterday's session. Kind of slightly went over, kind of got a little bit caught up in the moment, teaching you and all the rest of it. It was good, bouncing questions and so on and so forth. So I hope you guys didn't mind me kind of running over a little bit and all benefited from that. So yeah, well done. Okay, so the things you're going to need today are a little slip pad, white slip pad, a little towel, okay, for your floor, just to kind of slide across. You're going to need one of these long bands, okay, just like so, if you have one. If you have like some sort of balance cushion, whether it's a little cushion like this, where it's kind of like a dome shape and it's kind of soft and squishy, like this Hindu board pad, or whether it's kind of like soft like this, like a memory foam kind of one. It's completely up to you which ones you have. If you don't have any of those, the go-to for me is getting two bath towels, folding them up so you're standing on those, and that will give you pretty much what this AirX pad gives me. Okay, if you do have some sort of balance wobble board or whatever, grab it. You know, if you have an Hindu board, grab that. If you have a Bozu board, grab that. You know, whatever you have. And like I said, if you don't have anything, grab those towels. You know, if you do have a pole, okay, a long bar pole, something not weighted, that you can literally hold, help correct you. If you have a broom or mop handle, grab that as well, okay? And then grab a drink, a little bit of space, a little bit of floor space, and maybe some mini bands as well for those kind of startup exercises, okay? So if you do have a pack of these, okay, I want you to get out your lightest band. Okay, for me it's a white one. For you it might be a different color. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna slide that onto your legs, just like so, just above your thigh, your knee, even on your thigh. Okay, I'm gonna slide this down a little bit. There we go. Boom. Okay, so from there, what you're gonna do, you're gonna come over to your floor space. You're gonna bring your feet about hip width, shoulder width. Okay, you're gonna sit it down a bit, place your hands on your hips, and then you're gonna draw up, squeezing, keeping those knees separate, just like so. Okay, so both knees are pointing outwards. You can feel the tension up here. You're holding your hips, drawing up, getting a straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your knee, and then it's a nice little right angle bend. Tap, big shoot out. Okay, you don't want to overextend. Okay, you want to keep your spine nice and straight, so you're just coming up enough to squeeze your bum. Okay, just like so. Try and get a good little rhythm going. Just like that. That's it, perfect. So about you guys, but my bum is already sore from the other day. So I go straight back in. It's on fire. So last one. Good. Now from there, I'm going to spin around a little so you can see my feet. You're going to plant your feet down. You're going to lift up. Then you're going to draw out with your knees, keeping your feet flat, back in. Okay? So it's out, big drive in. Good. Keeping your hips in line. So, good. Last two. Final one. Good. Okay, so you're going to combine the two now, right? You're going to drive up, go out, come back, back down. Okay? Up, drive out, back, back down. That's it. Keep it going. Good. Two more. Last one. Good. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to slide it down to your ankle joint. Okay. I want you to sit up against a solid object. Okay. I want you to keep as straight as you possibly can. You're gonna, if like me, you're sitting up against the sofa, you're gonna draw those shoulders back. You're gonna kind of lean back, right? That way the spine is kind of nice and straight. You've opened up your chest. Now, if you don't have anything like that, just make sure you draw back with your shoulders, okay? So if you're sat up against the wall, then that's fine. If you have a sofa like this, by doing that will draw you back and open, okay? You're gonna come up, tall as you can, stretch the band, stretch up. You're lifting from your quads, okay? Those hip flexors, going up, stretching, back down, okay? Try and tuck your toes up, open back. Should be super tough, like you're barely moving the band. Keeping the entire line from your leg all the way down dead straight. You're not rotating outwards, okay? You're not rotating inwards. Going up, nice and steady. Big deep breaths, big drive up. Last two, last one. Good job. From there, gently coming up, nice and tall. You're gonna stand on your bands now, okay? So, just like so. Bands are directly in the middle of your foot, okay? You're gonna stand nice and tall. You're gonna lift up one leg, you're gonna come up, you're gonna drive out and back in, okay? Try and do it nice and steadily, okay? When you do so, you're driving that knee out nice and straight, and focus on the heel going out, not the toe, okay? If you focus on your foot, you'll rotate your foot outwards. If you focus on the heel, you'll keep your foot straight, like so, just like that, okay? Good, last two. Good, swap your feet. So last one. Good. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to plant your feet nice and straight underneath your hips, okay? You're going to draw up. You're going to try and drive up and back down, okay? So it's there. Driving up. Now from the side, looks just like so. So there, as much as that band will allow, okay? So keep it going. Last one. Good. Swap the sides. Same again. So keep it going. Last two. Last one. Good. From there, chucking this band off. Grabbing your little red one if you can. Just like so. What you're going to do, you're going to put it under the balls of your feet like you just had. You're going to make a little X, okay? You're going to draw up and in. So you're like that, okay? Sit it down a bit. Again, as you step, both feet are facing forward. Small little steps, those knees don't go in. Keep those elbows nice and tight and those arms in a nice solid right angle as you step out, just like so, okay? All right? Good, keep it going. Good, last one. Keep walking it out. Keeping those hands nice and tight in that right angle. Good. Dropping it down. Grab yourself a little rest. How are we feeling so far? We okay? So, how are we doing? Let me know how your legs are so far. Okay, I'm just going to tilt this up a little bit so you can see me when I'm standing. Okay, so you're going to need those balance cushions for the next one. Okay, you're going to place it to the side for now. Okay, you're going to need your bar or your staff, depending on how you want to look at it. You're going to check that for there. And there we go, legs on fire, good. All right. Reason why it's good is because the more you feel it, the more you've activated it. Okay, so you want that burning sensation. So when you're doing those little movements, and they are little movements, or driving up here, the more you slow it down, like I was saying yesterday, the more you focus on that neural development, all of a sudden it's going to be on fire and it's going to be working. Okay, so this next one, right? What I want you to start with is you're going to plant one foot. You're going to really separate your toes, okay? Don't know if you can see me. Separate my toes, heel down, big toe down, feet separated if you can, right? You're gonna put that stick, that pole, just in front, okay? About a foot in front of the other foot. And then you're gonna slide down that pole, lifting up your back leg, tapping, and shooting up, okay? Try to keep this leg off the floor. So on the side view, okay, you're trying to make a perfect T. Now, this leg, right, ideally wants to be locked out and straight. Now, I've got tight hamstrings, so my knee naturally bends, which you'll see in a second. And I'm trying my best to then draw my knee back as I'm straight, but as you can see, it's bending. I go down and then draw back up, okay? You're imagining you've got pretty much a pole here as you draw, you're driving through, okay? So, 1 foot down, separate the toes, really important you separate that, kind of get those feet working, okay? Slow and steady when you go down, all right? So let's go. Tap, good shoot up, nice and steady. Two more. Good. Swapping sides. Planting that foot up. Slow and steady down. There we go. You're trying to drive that hip back. Got to bend from here, okay? So last one. Nice and steady. Slow it down. Good job, well done. Okay, so from there, you're going to shut this down. You get your balance cushion, and it's nice and simple. You're going to literally plant it out right in the middle of your cushion. You're going to come up. You're going to lift off. Balancing as best as you can. Now, if you've got a cushion like mine, you'll realize it's incredibly hard. Even if you've got the floor, okay, just challenge yourself by taking your leg out wider and making it harder for yourself. If you need to, keep it close, but try and stand up as tall as you can. Almost there. Ooh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Swap the sides. Again, separate the toes. Foot right in the middle. And typically you'll pick your weakest side now. So big deep breaths. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Sliding that back out. Okay. Feet really working. Planting. Slow and steady down now. Okay. On those lower legs on fire if you can. Big drive out. Get our knee up in line with the shoulder, in line with the hip. Shoulder, that'll be impressive. Deep as you can. Tap. Big drive out. Well done. So last one. Good. Swap the sides. Try and get those feet level. Try and get your bar level. Slow and steady. Draw your hips back. tap, big drive up. There you go. So nice and steady, take your time. Good, 2 more. Ooh. Good. From there, shake your biceps out again. Mat in the middle, balance board or object, foot on the middle of it, balancing, getting ready. So let's go. Try your best to focus on one object in the distance. So try to keep your foot level as best as you can. As much heel as it is big toe. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good job. Straight in on the other foot. Separate those toes as best as you can. So let's go. So 10 seconds. Keep it up. Nightmare. And relax. Good job. Okay. So this next one, what you're going to try and do. Your goal is to use this balance object. Okay. You're going to plant one foot on it. Okay. Your original foot, the one you started with. Okay. You are going to go down as deep as you can and grab a seat. Okay. You're going to stand it up with both legs. You're going to go back on it. You're going to go as slow as possible. Come down. Okay. Make sure it's nice and close to it so you've got a bit of control and you're not missing your chair. Right. So it's there, nice and controlled. Leg up. Slow and steady. Down. Help yourself back up. Okay. So go if you haven't already. So keep doing it. Hips back first. Good. One more. Good. Stand up nice and tall. Deep as you can. Help yourself back up, both feet. Go. Keep it up. Good. So almost there. 2 more. Good. Last one. Perfect. Okay, so shake it out. Grab yourself a little drink. Have yourself a little rest. Let me know how you're doing, how you're finding it, and so on. Doing good. Should be a little bit sore here and potentially in your ankle and lower leg. Pretty much your soleus, but here potentially from where you're working in front of the shins. Okay, that was really good. So keep it up. All right. What I'm going to get you to do now is chuck your balance mats out of the way. What I want you to do, if you've got a little mat in the middle, what we're going to practice on, okay, is going from there to hopping there. As you can see, I messed it up. Okay, so it's there, hop, on a balance, hop to there, right? Now, if you don't feel as comfortable jumping your mat, then jump the line on your mat, okay? So there. Okay, now what you're not doing is doing this, okay, there, back. You are fully going across, landing that jump, and then landing that jump, okay? So it's that time on your foot, dipping, dip, jump, okay? Small movements, okay? Not expecting you to go great distances. I'm not expecting you to go really high up and then land. I'm not expecting you to squat when you're landing in a deep squat, okay? I literally just want as quietly as you can to land, and then effectively you're sitting, jumping, and you're jumping in and sitting into that position, okay? So imagine you are a quiet mouse, a ninja, whatever you're going to be as quiet as you possibly can when you land and when you jump, okay? It's all about the soft landing mechanics, okay? So then you can jump up really high eventually, all right? Okay, so there, be careful, make sure your surfaces are dry, make sure your surfaces are clear. It's there, planting that foot, dip, jump, land. Even if you're going to stand, set, reset, and so on, okay? You ready? 2, 1, and go. Dip. Ooh. Little pause each time. Over jumped it, all right? So, as you can see, we all need work, all right? There we go. Set, last one. Good, okay? So, this next one, being aware of how high your ceiling is, you're gonna jump and land in again as quietly as you can. Now, even if you are just jumping up and sticking out landing, it's landing in that good squat mechanics, sink and absorbing as you're there, right? Okay, you ready? 2, 1, nice and soft as you go. Last one. Good. Okay. How are we feeling so far? I don't realize that we're getting hot. So, what I want you, Bri, to do, okay, is if you have bad knees, okay, and jumping isn't necessarily your thing, what I want you to try and do is bring your feet together. You're going to go down, all right? So arms straight, down. You're going to lift up, load your knees, okay? You're going to come up, on your heel, up, and drop back down. Arms back around, down, load, up, on your toes, heel, and back around, okay? So if you have bad knees, I want you to slowly do that. Yeah, all of a sudden, I landed really heavy on the first one. Okay, so yeah, so it's when it comes to landing mechanics, it's about that eccentric contraction that I was on about lately yesterday. It's absorbing the energy. Okay, so kind of slowly going down and kind of sinking into it, so then you can explode up. Okay, like a spring. Kind of coils back and then shoots off. That's what you're trying to do. So if that's hurting your knees when you're kind of landing or anything like that, slowly dip down here. Now, if you can't go all the way down to there, that's fine. Okay, go down to here. Just go heels up ever so slightly and then extend. Okay, it's going to be a balancing act there. Okay, and coming up, land. Go here, super slow, come up, land. All right. For everybody else, what you're going to go back to is one leg, going to land on the other leg. Okay. You ready? And go. Nice and steady. Good. Last one. Shake it out. Good job. Okay. So, how are we feeling? How are you finding that Hindu squat, Bri? Let me know, buddy. But yeah, so in jumping, you shouldn't necessarily have any knee pain whatsoever. The difference is that those who jump from the knees tend to get knee pain. Those who jump from the hips and land in the hips, okay, tend to not get knee pain, right? And it's the same with your squat. So depending on how you're squatting will depend on how you're loading. Good to hear it, Bri. So if you're dipping down and then jumping, okay, you're jumping and landing nice and soft. You have this angle here where this shin angle mimics this trunk angle, and then the hip is the go-between, the spring that comes back. So as you go back there, those knees go forward, but it's not knee forward, then bum back, okay? That loads the knee, puts it all into it. That loads the hip. The hip's much bigger and more able to compress all that energy, okay? Quiet the second time, good, good, real good. So the more you focus on the landing, the better you get at jumping, okay? Similar to slowing exercises down, the more you sink in, the more you focus and challenge that eccentric contraction, and the more you focus on quieter landings, the more you can recoil when you need to, okay? So jump in forward this time. Brian, you're going to go back to slowly balancing, deep as you can there, then extended, okay? All right, what that's going to do is help build up the strength in your patella and get your quads a little bit stronger, ready for the jumping, okay? So, you ready? Go to 3, 2, 1, and go. Quiet as you can. Use those arms as momentum. Good, 2 more. Last one, quiet as you can. Good, nice and easy. Should be surprised to see how much it takes out your cardiovascularly, neurally. Should we get all hot and sweaty? Oh, breath, a little bit tired. I'm from there, but that was good. Okay. So mechanics of landing. First of all, those who are doing box jumps and stuff, what you should focus in on is step offs. Okay, can you land as quietly as you can? Can you land safely? So for example, if you've got a step, this is my step, can you come off and land in a perfect squat position as you come off that step when you're there? Okay, it's getting down to that position so you're landing safely, because all of us go to the other end and box jumps. If you can't land properly, your mechanics are even more. And then we're jumping onto these big old boxes, exerting massive force to get on there. And then when we land wrong, you know? And then you get people who are doing like HIIT style training where they're doing box, jump up, jump down, jump up, jump down. You know, the neural system is like a firing system. It's like gunpowder to your gun. Okay, it takes a bit of time to load the gunpowder, like on the old-fashioned rifles. Fire, reset, pour in, reset, fire again. Your neural system is like that. That's why when you do 1 rep maxes and so on and so forth, it's not your muscles that are fatigued, it's your neural system, your capacity to draw all of the force to then exert it, okay? It's like an old-fashioned system loading. You know, it takes a lot of time to get up to that point where you're exerting maximal forces, and then you've got to have a rest period, okay? And those rest periods for plyometric training is anything from 3 to 5 minutes. So you're having like what we did, and then you're having a big old rest, you know, and you're going to feel like you're not necessarily working as much, but then when you jump, you're jumping everything, you know, you're using all your force, you know. And it's the same with like rebounding, stepping off, you're coming down as quick as you can into that position, which is then going to help you with things like Olympic lifts and getting under the clean when you're drawing under and whipping into that squat position safely and securely, okay? So it's something that you should kind of really look into and practice this session over and over, okay? So what you're going to do now is chuck this, all your objects away, okay? You're going to come down, you're going to take your knees nice and wide, and you're going to sink it down. And you're going to try and hold that for a second, okay? It's going to be a bit sore on the knees, it's going to be a bit tight because the muscles are tight here, a bit tight across your quads, maybe the ankles now because they've worked a bit. Take a big deep breath in, and then from there, walk it out as deep as you can, stretching out your hips as much as possible. So from there, coming up, drawing forward, making sure you've got those ankles and wrists in line. Slide back so you can see me a bit. So yeah, how quick did that session fly by? So plyometric training can have massive effects on performance, running performance especially. Okay, pushing off the wall in a pool. If you're trying to get faster in the pool and so on, is a massive plyometric jump. So swap the sides. So it has huge benefit. It's just understanding what plyometric training is. It is much, much more than driving upwards. If anything, it's reacting downwards. Okay, how much force can you drive down into the floor and then react off the floor? That's why when you do running technique drills, a lot of people say high knees, when in reality, if you focus on knee, you forget about the pelvis, and this leg drives from the hip, doesn't drive from the knee. Okay, so from there, you're gonna plant one leg down, you're gonna tuck one leg in, you're gonna slide one hand on the inside of your thigh, all the way down, and then you're gonna come up and around, tucking yourself down as much as I possibly can. Everyone's goal is to get as low as Kim, because she can lay on the floor in this exercise. I can barely keep my legs straight. So there's room for improvement. That's it. Journey coming up, swap the sides. Sliding down with your palm open towards the leg, coming all the way over. Just gonna get your hands next to the other. Big deep breaths. Good, nice and gently coming up. From there, bring your feet together. Arms on the back, eyes closed chest. See if you get your hands together, just like so. So after this, let me know in the comment section how you're doing, how you found today. Time seemed to whiz by. Don't know about you if you felt that. All of a sudden, it was time. No, what's that about? So shake it up. Have an amazing one. So it's officially Friday, weekend. Woo! You know, enjoy it. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. I am, as always, contactable, if you want to call that a word. So if you need anything over the weekend, get in touch. Drop me a message. I'm going to be releasing some of those warm-up videos over the weekend, so look out for those. We definitely need a picture, Kim. You're going to have to upload that onto your Instagram and tag me in it so I can share it to the world and impress everybody on how flexible you are. But yeah, knees are trembling bright, but they're going to do you wonders in the long run, okay? Think about how far you've come. And you're on the right track, mate. Exactly. Channel your inner ninja, you know? I definitely am. Have a lovely one, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed this week's sessions. I hope you've enjoyed those free extra videos I chucked up about kind of knee, hip, and back problems. If you haven't already, check them out. Try and get into a regular habit of hitting those up. You know, they're going to really help you, especially if you struggle with knee, hip, or back pain. You know, it's not one of those things that you should just accept. It's got nothing to do with age. It's just got everything to do with you've done a certain job for X amount of years. It's played havoc on your body. And this is the result of it. However, you can correct it. You can change your biomechanics. You just have to work for it. And that's the difference, okay? So have a good time. Keep grinding. Keep pushing at it. I'm here to support you, so you're not alone. We've got a massive community that is building. Each and every one of us can help each other out and motivate each other. So yeah, have an amazing one. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much, Anne. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, all right? You're doing amazing. You take care. I'll see you soon. Have a lovely one. Get in touch if you need to, okay? Bye.